So on the eve of our cultural fest, I was waiting in front of the girls' hostel to pick her up. It was a cold December evening. However, the hostel gate, that was usually forlorn and dark in the other days, was lit beautifully that day. The girls, too, looked extra radiant, gleeful at this one chance to stay out after 6 o'clock. I could see a number of eager guys hovering around, awkward in their suits and ties. Usually they seldom wear anything more than underwear in hostels, waiting to pick their dates up. I sent her a text, "Hey, your ride is awaiting outside." Closing parenthesis quote. She replied after a minute, "I'm coming, could my handsome cabbie wait 5 minutes? Winking face. So I waited. Girls were gradually pouring out of the gate, in groups, wearing their best makeups and clothes. As they met their partners, they made their way to the field together. Minutes later, 2 more girls stepped out. One of them was the most popular and beautiful girl of the college in our year. She was tall and fair, a perfect face complemented with a great figure. She'd done something with her hair, it glistened every time she turned her head. She was in a blue salway that went perfectly with her fair skin. As she made her way towards the field, I could hear the rapid whispers growing all around. Someone wolf whistled. And yet, it was the other girl towards whom I walked. She'd been suffering from cold, so she had like 2 sweaters on, and a reindeer cap. As she neared me, she smiled and waved. Her nose tip was red from all the rubbing she was up to, her eyes watery. And she looked beautiful. Stunning. As a slight breeze blew away, ruffling her loosely held hair under the red cap, I remember telling her, "You look gorgeous." She laughed. "Stop kidding, I'm a mess. You are the one looking like you could land all the girls here. Come on, let's go." We walked together towards the gallery filling fast with students, and took our seats. Every other minute, my best friend, who was sitting on my other side, would poke at me to point at some other hot girl. I'd look, but I always came back to the girl sitting by my side. No one else looked remotely as interesting as her. She'd do this thing where she scrunched up her face real tight just before sneezing, and it looked like she'd have this monumentally epic sneeze, and yet, it'd just be a silent "Akai," followed by 2 other "Akas," s. Yeah, she always sneezed thrice in a row. And she croaked along with all the songs playing on the stage, her voice screwed up from the cold. When the dance started, we got up on our chairs and screamed till my voice was as hoarse as hers. That evening I realized something. I understood what it's like being totally in love with someone's snot, cold and all.